What's up, Cougar fans? We got another Cougar Chat here, the first one of 2021. And Precious Adediran, I hope that you realize that that's an honor. Number one of the new year. Welcome.
Thank you. Thank you so much.
So, Precious, this is your second year at Chicago State. You're a sophomore on the women's basketball team. Of course, we could probably go on and on and on about all the differences between year one and year two. But what stands out the most to you as far as what's changed between these years?
Yeah, for sure. The list definitely is very long, but I think one of the things that stood out for me from year one to year two is definitely understanding where the gaps are in terms of your skill set. So, for example, first when I was a freshman, it was more to do with, oh god, like I'm soaking in so much. And then now I understand my role, and it's like, okay, now I have to zone in those gaps that I need to fill in a bit more. So it's just understanding the little things, I guess. But yeah, that's probably one of the biggest things for now. But yeah.
You're from London. You were born and raised in North London. And if I understand correctly, when you came to Chicago State to start as a freshman, that was your first time ever in America, right?
Right, yes.
So what was your first impression?
Um, Actually, Chicago is very much like London. So I felt like it was my second home. Definitely, there's some culture differences, but I actually felt like at home, like when I'm in Chicago. So I felt like it was like a second family, especially with my Cougar family as well. So yeah, I felt really warm and had a warm welcome.
Throughout your time in high school, when you were playing and realized that you could play at the college level, did you always know you wanted to come to America for school?
Oh yeah, it wasn't until I was in high school when I was like, oh, like I really want to go to America and see the difference in playing wise. I wanted to know how far I can challenge myself. And it wasn't until my coach decided, well, my coach definitely had conversations with me, but he was really adamant about me playing at higher league. So here I am now. So yeah, it wasn't until high school until my coach talked to me that I could come here.
So I want to go through a few differences. Let's start with the basketball. What stands out to you most about the difference in style between playing in England and playing in America?
um, the differences. Okay, so for me personally, I feel like people in most London players can definitely say that the style is different in terms of like like here is just more faster pace, and like I must say like the referees are completely different in terms of like calling stuff and not calling stuff, and I had to figure out that way too. I think like I always get called for like travels and stuff when I first came, and it was just different, and I had to like definitely ask coach for more time to work on these things. And I was like, this is completely different. But no, it was just taking time off and be like asking coach for more time just to get used to the rhythm and stuff. Because everything is so fast paced and everything is just in your face kind of thing. But no, it's been great, and learning new things has always been something that I'm happy to learn about and stuff. So yeah, for sure.
So you like learning new things. I want to learn something new right now because I know that in high school you played netball. So please explain netball to an American who, frankly, had never heard of it until a few weeks ago.
Oh wow, yeah. So I played netball. So netball is a game is mainly played in Australia, but we play in London too. Throughout the UK, it's basically a game. It's like basketball, but without the dribbling. And there's certain positions that you can be, and within that position, there's certain places in the field that you can go. You can be defense, goal attack, you can do goal scorer. There's so many different positions. It's so fun because it's without the dribbling. So you have to exercise this skill of agility so much. And it's fun to play, but I just preferred playing basketball at the end. And yeah.
Do you think your experience with netball is why you were called for
110%.
travels when you first came here?
110%. Yeah, I would pass 110% because there's so many things in netball that are transferable to basketball. And one of the things is that you're so used to being more fluid and stuff, and with basketball you have to not be a robot, but there's certain rules that you have to oblige to. But yeah, I'd probably say yeah.
Yeah, very interesting. So, Precious, I'm a foodie. I gotta hear, what's the food like in London, and how does it compare to what you've been eating in Chicago?
As I said, like Chicago is very much like London, so we pretty much have everything that restaurants that we have in America, we have in London too. We don't have like Chipotle, IHOP, certain things like White Castle as well.
How do you live without Chipotle? I mean, how is that possible?
I know. Chipotle is good, but we actually recently got Chipotle. It's in when I was back in London, I saw it. I was like, we have Chipotle? Like this is new. Yeah.
Woo!
Yeah, it's a great win for us. But yeah, we have like one restaurant, I think. It's in like Covent Garden and something like that. But yeah, we have Chipotle now. But yeah, we have so many restaurants in London, in Mayfair, in central London, basically, where there's so many different restaurants that you can go to. So for example, if you have appetite for steak, you go to here, Curvan, you can go to so many different restaurants. Is like popping up in my head right now. But yeah, we still have restaurants that are American in London. Yeah, like what is it, Five Guys? Yeah, that's probably my favorite spot to go. We have Wingstop. Yeah, so many. There's so many. But yeah, London is becoming very Americanized, I would say. Yeah.
That's interesting because if we go back to the 1700s, the American colonies were becoming Londonized, Britishized, and now it's we're doing it right back.
Right, 100%.
Do you watch Great British Bake Off?
No, my sister watches that.
Okay.
But I wish I had the time or had the liking to bake it, but that's just not me. But yeah, it is a big show. I know I should be watching it, but nah, I don't watch the Great British Bake Off.
Yeah, well, I can tell just from this conversation, you're a very nice person. And what stands out to me most about Great British Bake Off is, unlike American cooking shows where they try to beat each other up and they're conniving and it's cutthroat, Great British Bake Off, they help each other. It's so nice. It's peaceful. It's bright. I mean, it's just a lovely show.
Mm-hmm.
So check it out if you have some free time.
I'd have to.
All right, Precious, you ready to hop in the pressure cooker for a lightning round?
Okay, let's see.
3, 2, 1. If you could eat just one candy for the rest of your life, what candy would it be?
Randoms.
What are randoms?
Oh, it's a UK sweet. Sorry.
Okay, well, great. What's your ideal outside temperature?
Ooh, I don't know. Like, I wouldn't know actually. I don't know.
Okay, well, maybe we'll come back at the end. When you're on that 8-hour flight back home to London, do you like the window, the middle, or the aisle seat?
I'll see.
What is your favorite restaurant?
Curvan.
Scale of 1 to 10, how good of a cook are you?
7.
What was your last Halloween costume?
I don't celebrate Halloween.
Do you prefer cake or pie?
Cake.
All right, and now we'll come back to that question you couldn't get. Ideal outside temperature?
70, probably.
Fahrenheit?
Yeah.
All right, Precious. Well, thank you so much. Great having you on for a Cougar Chat.
Oh, thank you. Thank you.